Hello to my Scorpios. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards, Scorpio. The moon is in Ophiuchus. I love what I see when I look in the mirror. All right. I love what I see when I look in the mirror. Let's get into it. All right. All right. All right. All right. So we have a full moon in Sagittarius coming up. Full moon in Sagittarius is all about what's on the horizon, good luck, good fortune, kind of what's on the horizon. But before that, it's in Scorpio. So, but in between that, it's in Ophiuchus, right? And so, and that's that serpent energy, right? So where the scales from your eyes are being removed, um, about a lot of things. So as you are going through your metamorphosis, as you're going through your own metamorphosis and you're awakening to a lot of things around you, um, the waning gibbous moon in Ophiuchus means that you're in a powerful release and integration phase. And Ophiuchus is that serpent bearer energy connected to deep healing, hidden knowledge, and rebirth through transformation. So you may have hidden knowledge about things that other people don't have knowledge about. Um, and so this is where this energy is now turning inward, encouraging reflection and letting go of some things. So, Scorpio, what truth is being illuminated within you that you must now integrate and release in order to heal and evolve, within yourselves? So let's get into it. Let's first get an angel number first. Let's see. The source speaks to everybody with angel numbers. So I'm talking to you wherever Scorpio is in your birth chart, really your eighth house, right? So eighth house. Eighth house is eighth house is all about transformation. So eighth house is all about transformation. So your sun sign doesn't have to be Scorpio. Your moon sign doesn't have to be Scorpio. Ruling, rising, ascendant does not have to be Scorpio. So what I'm speaking to you, the part of you I'm speaking to is about your renewal, your sexuality, um, death or rebirth that you may have gone through, any transformations you may have gone through, finances, shared finances, inheritance, whether it's in the spiritual realm or the physical realm, right? You may have inherited certain spiritual gifts, or in the physical realm, like you may have inherited a house, a car, y'all know physical realm, right? Um, your any loans that you may have, any occult knowledge, mystery, intimacy. So that's what I'm speaking to, that part of yourself. So that could be anywhere. I'm speaking to your eighth house. All right. So your sun sign, moon does not have to be rising, Venus doesn't have to be Scorpio. Okay. So let's pull its angel number 315, declutter life. So create mental space. So your state of mind is a direct reflection of your physical space. Your angels are signaling to you that work needs to be done here. The time is right. The time is right to declutter your space as a way to also declutter your mind. So take an inventory of the room you're currently in. Is there one thing that you can clean, store, donate, recycle, or throw away? Just one, one thing at a time. So I love what I see when I look in the mirror. So decluttering your life, creating some kind of mental space, right? Yeah, just this one thing at a time, because you're thinking about, like, when you start to declutter and you start thinking, okay, that holds not only physical energy, but it's spiritual energy as well, right? So let's say, for instance, you have um, a sweater that you've been saying, I haven't worn that thing in years. That may be somebody else's treasure, right? So, okay, haven't worn that in years. I don't plan on wearing it. So maybe I can donate that sweater, right? Or those shoes. So not only are you donating it, maybe cleaning it up, but you may also be saging it, like that spiritual cleansing as well. So that when you're passing it on to someone else, there's no other, spiritual attachments to it, right? So let's see. Here's an Emperor card. So this is how somebody is learning how to structure their lives, right? So this deals with first house. So first house is all about personality, temperament, appearance, self-image, first impression, self-awareness, outlook on life, right? So yeah. So somebody may have taken one look at you and thought, had an impression of you when they first met you. But I see prayer warrior here for you, right? So somebody doesn't play games about prayers. You're a prayer warrior, right? And so somebody doesn't play games. You don't play chess with. You don't play games when it comes to blood. That somebody doesn't want blood on their hands. You don't want blood on the floor. You don't want blood. Somebody don't like clutter. You know, um, somebody likes order. Somebody likes structure. Someone's like order and structure to things, right? So somebody is mentally in control of your emotions. So somebody's really cool, calm, and collected, right? And so you shine bright in dark spaces. And so that speaks to 11th house. And so when it comes to like your friends, your community, your goals, your hopes, your awareness, your humanitarianism, your technology, the future, somebody um, mirrors that, like in terms of humanitarianism, like you mirror that humanitarianism. You what you have in common with people. Like somebody is like you're a humanitarian through and through. So somebody is down to earth. They remember all this is genderless. You're down to earth. You're relatable. You've gone down the rabbit hole before. Um, somebody has dealt with, master manipulators before. Here we have the Eight of Swords here, where people you've had a good day, and people walked up to you and try to make you feel bad about various things, everything from how you look, how you dress, your weight. You've been there, you know, try to manipulate your emotions, you know, try to make your day. You could start out with a good day, they try to make your day bad. Y'all know what I'm saying. Try to manipulate your day, right? Um, talk to every kind of way. Somebody is a leader for sure. But you do shine bright in dark spaces. So when you're in spaces where people are constantly trying to manipulate your emotions, by talking to you, any kind of way, somebody has been in those spaces. So you make somebody has made a connection, with someone. Um, you made a connection with some energies, with two energies, right? Um, so somebody knows the difference. Somebody knows the difference, between two energies very, very well. Here we have the Four of Cups here. So I feel like when we talk about apathy and like your back is against the wall, somebody will go in and they'll create something new. They'll tap in. This is what you may have in common with somebody. Is like when somebody feels like their back is against the wall, they'll use their time to create something new. Where somebody will use their time to create chaos and confusion. Right. So here we have the Page of Swords here. And so someone is an open book and it gives people a lot of ideas, about them. They have maybe a very youthful spirit and it gives people a lot of ideas, about them. Um, here we have the Knight of Swords here, that they're running away from something. But somebody's also noticed somebody also could also like to go out and get fresh air too. That's a matter of perspective. That's what somebody could have in common. It's like when people, like to go out and get fresh air. And we also have the Ace of Wands here. So somebody has some ideas, moving forward. I guess like as a prayer warrior, like closing some things out. Somebody has some ideas. Somebody's going to quickly close something out. Somebody's just trying to stay focused. Something is going to close out real quickly. So I feel like somebody's in a posture of gratitude. You're just grateful that something may be behind you, but I feel like you may be talking to either somebody is talking to other people, but you're like me, myself, and I, maybe like talking to source. Maybe talking to source, just kind of sort of decluttering your life. I feel like somebody just does not want to get does not, like somebody's initiating some kind of communication. You could be initiating some kind of communication, like saving yourself, initiating some kind of communication. Here's the Queen of Wands here. Something about the having done shadow work. I feel like you may have done some kind of shadow work. So what truth is being revealed to Scorpio? What truth is being revealed to Scorpio about themselves? What truth is being revealed to Scorpio to themselves? And when I say Scorpio, I'm talking about whoever you are, eighth house, okay? Eighth house, your sun sign. Remember, I don't want to keep repeating that, but eighth house. We already talked about that. Eighth house. But we're starting out with the King of Cups here, right? There's a Justice card here. So looking at your house, looking at your cards here. Something could happen to do with your house. Something could happen to do with your house. Um, hmm. I feel like somebody is you are trying to stay focused on something. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to stay focused on something. hmm Yeah, you're trying to stay focused on something. Here's the Six of Pentacles here. hmm There is looks like there could have been two energies that may have done something possibly behind your back in court. Something possibly having to do with marriage or relationships or partnerships or business contracts or inner desires or enemies. Like these are energies that you had their backs, but they they did something to you behind your back. Whoever these energies are, they did something to you behind your back. Almost saying that you don't love what you see when you look in the mirror. Who is this? Who is this? Hmm. something around these energies. They maybe you all had conversations about health or work habits or like daily routines, or maybe y'all talked about fitness, or maybe you all talked about your pets if you had pets, or like service to others, or maybe you talked about diet or your spiritual practices. So it sounds like maybe people work together, um, could have even worshipped together in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Um, Maybe could have even like kind of gone through some struggles together where people just kind of like talk to people. You know, like sometimes you work in places and like you could have worked in places or been in environments where people just kind of like talk to their employees kind of any kind of way. Like a military or maybe government or something like that, where people just kind of like direct. Sometimes it kind of crosses over the line where it's like direct, not work related. So it kind of is personal. So it's mean. Like, okay, that wasn't even work related, personal. Um, so whatever it is, somebody is cool, calm, and collected, and I feel like somebody wants to talk to you. They want you to save them from something. Okay, let me see how I can word this. I feel like somebody wants you to save them from something, almost like you're their savior in a sense. So when you have some kind of like inside knowledge about something. So last question is, what must Scorpio release to fully embody some kind of wisdom? Because you're trying to go to the next level. The moon in Sagittarius is about good luck, good fortune, like what's on the horizon for you. Like what's on the horizon for you. The two energies were bullied, and somebody was like instigating something. Two energies were instigating something, causing a bunch of confusion. Looks like possibly with someone's family. Um, People were paid to do something. It was, yeah, somebody was just determined to bring out the dark side of some energies. But so you're decluttering your life. Um, hmm, yeah, here's the Hierophant card here. So it looks like you have an innate spiritual understanding of something that's going on here. Maybe from a spiritual legal standpoint. Maybe it's like in the 3D and 5D realm. Looks like something you have a grasp on something. But that's what I have for you here. That's what I have for you here. There's some kind of understanding you have about something. Oops. All right. All right. So don't give up. So it's okay that things don't always feel easy or effortless. Some of the best moments in life happen during and after hard times, but so keep believing. So forge a new path. When you make new choices, you create new results. Let go of old patterns and embrace the power of possibility. You are fully supported. Trust your feelings. You are unique. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your story and pave your own path. Follow your heart. Don't let others dictate who you should be. Participate. Don't confuse intention with entitlement. The entitlement to demand from the world leaves you with nothing. The world is rich, and so are you. But somebody is definitely rich in emotional intelligence. This is what we're talking about, the King of Cups. Somebody is saying that somebody is a really good parent. So if you're a parent, somebody is saying somebody's a really good parent here. Um, or maybe you're a mentor, whether you're a parent or not. If you're not a parent, somebody's like a really good mentor or maybe a really good friend. But I'm thinking more like somebody saying somebody's a really good parent. If you're a parent, somebody's like you're a really good parent. You will get there. You can't force flowers to grow or plants to sprout. Be patient and respect that everything happens in its own way and time. One, two, three, four, five, and then rejuvenate yourself. So know your limits and allow them to guide you. Limitations can teach you to take better care of yourself. You have full permission to rest and say no. To rest and say no. So somebody was kind of restricting themselves in their mind. So create art. Yeah, so somebody is an artist, like a painter or whatever, I guess that kind of an artist. Somebody could have tattoos. Humility. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and I delight in receiving it. So I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, somebody is learning how to really, really structure their water. I mean, like really kind of like really pay attention to sort of like copycat energy here, by watching every little thing, like somebody's hands, tattoos, like really how people like swapping. What does that look like? Like somebody's really paying attention to every little detail. Somebody is really just being a lot more detail oriented when they look at something. Like if somebody was like almost down to the letter, like somebody like say, love what you see when you look in the mirror. Um, there's some energies that done something in court behind yours and someone's back, but was saying something else. I was like just determined to bring out the dark side of somebody. Yeah, so that's the source of saying declutter your life. Yeah, declutter your life, create some kind of mental space because somebody was looking to be saved from something. Um, yeah, but somebody didn't see some kind of a tattoo, some kind of a marking or something on someone's body. Somebody was just looking at just like hands, but somebody didn't notice something else. So, anyway, that's what I have for you. All right, bye.